Carthage was founded in the 9th century BCE by Phoenician traders. Founded by Phoenicians seeking new trade opportunities, Carthage's strategic position between Africa and Europe made it a gateway for goods from distant lands. Its location was on the coast of North Africa, near present-day Tunis, Tunisia. The modern city of Tunis, bustling with life and history, now stands near the ancient ruins, offering a glimpse into the past. The city's name is derived from the Phoenician word Carthage, meaning new city. The name Carthage reflects the Phoenicians' practice of establishing new cities as they expanded their trading network. Carthage became a major trading hub, controlling sea routes across the Mediterranean. It was known for its powerful navy, which dominated the western Mediterranean Sea. The Carthaginian navy, with its innovative ship designs, ensured their dominance over the seas, protecting trade routes and projecting power. Carthaginian General Hannibal Barca is famous for his military campaigns against Rome during the Second Punic War. Hannibal's daring tactics, such as crossing the Alps with elephants, made him one of the greatest military commanders in history. The Carthaginian economy relied heavily on agriculture, particularly the cultivation of olive trees and the production of olive oil. Agriculture in Carthage, supported by advanced irrigation systems, was so vital that their olive oil became a symbol of wealth and quality. The Carthaginians developed advanced agricultural techniques, including crop rotation and irrigation systems. The advanced agricultural practices in Carthage were a result of centuries of adaptation to a semi-arid climate. Carthage established a vast network of colonies and trading posts throughout the Mediterranean. The extensive Carthaginian colony network stretched from modern-day Spain to parts of North Africa and even the Mediterranean islands. The city-state had a mixed government system, combining elements of monarchy, aristocracy, and democracy. The mixed government system, unique for its time, allowed for a balance of power among different societal groups, fostering stability. Carthage was a major player in the tin trade, crucial for making bronze, a key material in ancient times. Tin, essential for bronze, was sourced from Britain, highlighting Carthage's far-reaching trade connections. The Carthaginians were skilled seafarers and are credited with inventing the steering rudder. The steering rudder, invented by the Carthaginians, revolutionized seafaring, making ships more maneuverable and safer. They practiced a form of the Phoenician religion, which included the worship of Baal, Hammon, and Tanit. Baal, Hammon, and Tanit, the chief deities, were central figures in religious ceremonies and were believed to have protective powers. Carthage was involved in 3 major wars with Rome, known as the Punic Wars. The Punic Wars were a testament to the fierce rivalry between Carthage and Rome, shaping the future of the Mediterranean world. The First Punic War, 264 to 241 BCE, was fought over control of Sicily. The Carthaginian defeat in the Second Punic War, 218-201 BCE, led to Hannibal's famous retreat and eventual exile. After the Second Punic War, Hannibal's strategic genius and loyalty to Carthage earned him legendary status despite his ultimate defeat. The Third Punic War, 149 to 146 BCE, ended with the complete destruction of Carthage by Roman forces. The Romans plowed the land of Carthage and sowed it with salt, according to historical accounts, to ensure it would never rise again. Carthage was later rebuilt by the Romans and became an important city in the Roman Empire. The Roman rebuilding of Carthage, turning it into a prosperous Roman city, showed how even the most formidable foes could be assimilated. The Carthaginian legal code, the Law of the 12 Tables, influenced Roman law. The Carthaginian legal system's emphasis on contracts influenced Roman jurisprudence, contributing to the development of Western legal traditions. The Law of the 12 Tables, while Roman, incorporated some Carthaginian legal principles, reflecting cultural exchange. The stipulation, a formal agreement in Carthaginian law, was a precursor to Roman contracts, emphasizing the rule of law. The Carthaginians were skilled in creating purple dye from the murex shellfish, highly prized for royal clothing. The murex dye industry, producing the prestigious Tyrian purple, was a source of Carthaginian wealth and a symbol of elite status. Carthage was renowned for its extensive system of underground cisterns to collect and store rainwater. The sophisticated water management systems in Carthage were essential for survival in an otherwise arid region. The city was a center for the manufacture of fine textiles and ceramics. Carthaginian textiles, renowned for their intricate designs and quality, were exported widely and contributed significantly to their economy. Carthage's economy also flourished through the production and export of dyed fabrics and carpets. Carthaginian merchants traded goods like ivory, gold, and slaves across the Sahara Desert. The trans-Saharan trade routes linked Carthage to the gold and ivory markets of sub-Saharan Africa, enriching its economy. The Carthaginian general Hamilcar Barca played a significant role in expanding their empire in Spain. Hamilcar Barca's conquest laid the groundwork for Carthage's Western Empire and solidified the Barcid family's influence. The Tophet, a sacred site in Carthage, was believed to be where child sacrifices were performed, although this is debated among historians. Debates about the Tophet highlight the complexity of interpreting ancient religious practices and the ethics of human sacrifice. Carthaginian coins, made primarily of silver and gold, displayed images of Tanit and other deities. Carthaginian coins, with their distinctive imagery, served as symbols of power and facilitated trade across the Mediterranean. The city had a complex system of government officials, including suffets, similar to judges, and a council of elders. The suffets and council of elders represented a form of checks and balances, ensuring no single entity held absolute power. Carthage was home to one of the largest ancient harbors, with a double basin design for military and commercial ships. The double harbor at Carthage, with its military and commercial sections, was an engineering marvel that facilitated its maritime power. The Carthaginians were known for their expertise in metalworking, particularly with bronze and iron. Metalworking expertise allowed Carthage to craft weapons and tools, enhancing both their military strength and daily life. Carthage's metalworking innovations, like bronze casting, contributed to their military and technological advancements. The goddess Tanit was often depicted with a crescent moon, sun disk, and star, symbolizing her celestial power. The moon, sun disk, and star in Tanit's iconography symbolize the interconnectedness of life, fertility, and divine protection. Carthage had a significant Carthaginian, though little of it has survived, with most knowledge coming from Latin and Greek sources. The Carthaginian, though mostly lost, is reconstructed through inscriptions, revealing linguistic connections to other Phoenician settlements. The Carthaginians were known for their seafaring skills, conducting long-distance voyages, including rumored trips to the British Isles. The Carthaginian merchant fleet was instrumental in establishing trade routes with Africa's interior and the Iberian Peninsula. Their naval strategy, involving the use of large warships called quinqueremes, was revolutionary for its time. The use of large warships and tactical innovations by Carthage in naval battles influenced maritime strategy for centuries. The quinquereme, with its 5 banks of oars, revolutionized naval warfare and became a standard in Mediterranean fleets. The extensive trade network of Carthage connected distant lands, promoting cultural exchange and economic growth. The city-state maintained a professional army, with mercenaries playing a significant role in their military forces. Carthaginian funerary art, especially stelae, provides insights into their society and beliefs. The survival of Carthaginian funerary stelae offers rare visual records of costumes, beliefs, and social hierarchy. Carthaginian funerary rites, as seen in their necropolises, provide insights into their beliefs about death and the afterlife. The Carthaginians established a form of written contract called the stipulation, which influenced Roman legal practices. Carthage had a complex social structure with citizens, non-citizen residents, and enslaved people. The diverse population of Carthage, including citizens, foreigners, and enslaved people, created a complex social fabric. The inclusion of women in public life, such as owning property, demonstrates Carthage's relatively progressive social structure. Women's rights in Carthage, including the ability to conduct business and inherit property, contrasted with limitations in other ancient societies. Carthaginian women enjoyed more rights and freedoms than their counterparts in many other ancient societies. The city-state's decline began with a series of internal conflicts and economic setbacks before the Punic Wars. The famous orator Cato the Elder often ended his speeches in the Roman Senate with the phrase Carthago delinenda est, Carthage must be destroyed. Cato's persistent call for Carthage's destruction reveals the depth of Roman paranoia and the desire to eliminate any rival. Cato's persistence in reminding the Romans of the Carthaginian threat reflects a deep-seated fear and rivalry. Carthage was a center for learning and may have had libraries and schools, although evidence is scarce. Carthage's educational institutions, though little known, suggest a culture valuing knowledge and literacy. The libraries and schools, albeit not well documented, suggest a literate society that valued education, likely influenced by Phoenician culture. The control over grain supplies gave Carthage leverage over Rome, highlighting the strategic significance of agriculture. After its destruction, Carthage became a Roman province, Africa Proconsularis, and a cultural center. The Carthaginian general Hasdrubal the Fair was instrumental in expanding their influence in Iberia. Hasdrubal's achievements in Iberia expanded Carthage's territorial holdings and resources, fueling its power. The Carthaginians used a lunar-based calendar similar to the Jewish one, with months named after gods and seasons. The lunar-based calendar shared with the Phoenicians and Jews connected Carthage's religious and civic life to celestial cycles. Archaeological sites like the Baths of Antoninus and the Punic Wars showcase Carthage's grandeur and engineering feats. The archaeological remains of Carthage, like the Antonine Baths, stand as silent witnesses to its grandeur and engineering prowess. The fall of Carthage, followed by Roman integration, marked a turning point in Mediterranean history, ending an era of Phoenician influence. Despite its destruction, Carthage remains an influential part of history, inspiring stories, literature, and studies of ancient civilizations. The legacy of Carthage in literature, from Virgil's Aeneid to modern retellings, underscores its enduring fascination and impact on human imagination.